Alrighty, hello guys, welcome your faces back to another video on my channel. Today we are back in Stormworks yet again, and we are back with this thing right here. So it is worth mentioning actually, I haven't actually been able to see any of your comments because the first video hasn't been uploaded but by the time I've recorded this one. So this has been a whole build process that I've done sort of by myself. Anyway, what we're going to do today is we're going to try and work on the landing gear. Now, unfortunately, we've left this till last, and there's going to be a few issues with it. For one, it's sort of going to be sticking out, so yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get straight to it, shall we? Alright, so one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to actually import the torpedo that we are going to be using. It's actually being built by Sebastiaz, so we're going to go ahead and see what that looks like on this thing. Main reason I'm using someone else's torpedo is because if you guys have seen my previous videos on my torpedoes, they're a bit of a pain in the butt to build, especially ones that work properly anyway. So let's just get one of those. Alright, so that is essentially it. Now, the problem we've got here is it actually interacts with a few things we've got inside the ship. However, a few of these things need to just be changed anyway, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and drop this down really quickly and move it out of the way, and then we can actually place each of these things individually into the ship itself. The ship? I mean the plane. How am I saying ship? I guess I'm torpedoes. I don't know. Okay, so although this seems very, very, very much out of place, we're gonna go ahead and have it anyway. So, yes, there's that. The fire button is going to be launched by a button up here. So that is going to go on too. There we go. So we can actually fire it that way. That means we don't need that guy. We also don't need this, or this, or this. Alright, there we go. Nice. The rest of this gets placed inside as it is. So if we can, let's grab this guy all the way backwards to here. There we go. And all the way forwards to this. Alright. I think that is everything. Alright, cut it. Make sure it is everything. It looks like it is. Move this guy backwards to here. We are going to have to move these guys out of the way, actually. Oh, right, hold on. Put this back here a second. Let's go ahead and move everything out of the way first. Alright, here we go. So let's go ahead and shove it in here. Wherever the center of mass is would be great, but I think we're just going to have to shove it there. We are only deleting a block. That's not actually anything useful. So I think here is not too shabby, actually. Let's go ahead and paste it in. There we go. Merge this guy with this guy, and there we go. So we should be able to launch that torpedo now. Alright, so I was also thinking we need some sort of machine guns on this. Now, some people have done it modded, where you can actually just mount them inside, sort of, and it shoots through. Like the tips are just showing through, but I don't want to make it that way. So I might actually, I don't know, I feel like it makes no sense to put it like this, but I kind of want to put them there. Which is a bit ridiculous, but like, yeah, I do. I kind of want to put them right here. If I am going to put them there, we're going to have some, I don't know, actually. Yeah, I don't know. If I put them here, we're going to have infinite ammunition on, and it's just going to have to work. But I think that's probably the best place for them, to be honest. And if they are going to work, let's go ahead and push spacebar and see. So, bosh, bosh, there we go. Go ahead and spawn it in. Let's put infinite ammunition on. There we go. And we will jump up into the right place, which is the cockpit. And fire. Alright, yeah, that actually does work. I'm happy with that. That's fine. So, I did say we were going to work on the landing gear today. I mean, I know this is going to look really ugly if I do this the way that I'm thinking. But I'm thinking we actually have landing gear that stays down the entire time. It's not retractable. And the main reason for that is because obviously things like a Stuka had landing gear that stayed down, so maybe it's fine. Okay, so I don't really know whereabouts I want this landing gear to go, but I'm thinking we actually shove it, like here on the wing. That seems fine. And we drop it down by a good few, because obviously it has to come down enough to be able to get to landing gear. That's fine. I'd then like to go upwards from here, straight up into there, and I want to put the landing gear down there. That looks alright, to be fair. Okay, so from there we need the landing gear. How am I going to do that? How am I going to do that? Let's shove this guy off to the side. Maybe down one. There we go, and do this. Delete these guys. Get ourselves a wheel. Okay, and it's going to be like a 3x3. Alright, kind of like this. And I'm actually going to make this bigger. Alright, so it looks a bit strange for now, but it's fine. And yes, it's interacting with this, but I'm hoping to cover it up slightly. So I'd like to do something like this, and like this. There we go. Maybe build it out forwards maybe once more. Okay. And another one. Very good. And then I kind of want it to actually come down. So we've got like wheel protectors on the front. That seems like a really cool idea. Alright, there we go. Drop it down. Shove these guys across. Okay, fantastic. And on here, I might just do something along the lines of this. And this. And I don't know. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. Because we kind of need to be able to go to this piece, you know? Alright, so that seems like a good idea right there, just like that. And I can't actually add one of them there, so I'm just going to have to do this. And this on this side, so actually we'll do the same there. Alright, cool, that works, I think. I mean, it looks a bit odd, but sure. I wouldn't actually mind deleting these guys and having this piece be upside down. So I do this right there and right there. Delete this guy and shove one of these on instead. There we go. And same over here. Bosh. Yeah, that looks way better. Alright, nice. And then back here, I would actually really like to add one of these. Yes. Alright, cool. That actually looks pretty awesome. There we go. And right here, we'll just shove one of those guys. And I think I'm just going to round it off. Bosh and bosh. Yes. Okay, fantastic. So that's kind of what we're going to go for. It is maybe slightly too high, to be fair. And so if we can, I'm going to try and get away with moving these up by 1 or 2. And there we go. Honestly, I think that actually looks pretty good. Merge those guys together, spawn it in. Let's have a little look at that. I mean, it's a bit ridiculous, to be fair. That is a bit insane. But I think it works. Yeah, sure. It's a very odd-looking plane now, though. Landing gear is definitely something that messes with the designs. But if it works, it works. I mean, realistically, I would like to move this upwards one, but it has to be down there. The other option is to actually have these point sideways slightly, and I think I might do it. Alright, so in order to do that, we need to copy and paste an entire wheel. Alright, an entire leg, actually, I should say. So grab all of that, all the way up to there. We're then going to cut it and paste it. We're going to go to the other side and do the same thing. So cut it and paste it. There we go. And then we are going to have to find it. So it's there. Alright, good. Get ourselves another one of these guys and shove it into there like this. Merge this guy with this guy. Excellent. And the same thing right here. This guy with this guy. Yes. Alright, and what that means is we can actually angle them out sideways a little bit. Maybe even the same amount as these. So hopefully this works. Spawn it in. As long as it doesn't go inwards. It's obviously gone inwards. They always go inwards. It's really annoying. I'm going to grab an inverter. And if it goes outwards by that amount, I would actually be fine with that. So shove this guy into there and there. And shove this guy into there. Go! Yeah, I mean, I think that's alright, to be fair. I think that's fine. It's a little bit annoying. It doesn't look quite right. But if we're going to have the torpedo there, then this is sort of how this has to work. I would like actually angling them out more. So instead of inverters, let's just go ahead and get ourselves another number. A different number. So grab this guy, shove it in there. And this number is going to be 0.3. Oh, that might be too much. That might be too much. I think minus 0.3 actually as well. Alright, go. Nah, you know what? That's kind of cool. A little bit less, but that's kind of cool. So we're going to go with minus 2. And then bam. That is going to be our aircraft. It might be leaning on that a bit much though. Might have to move the torpedo a bit. Alright, so there we go. There is no longer a gap right there. And it is no longer dragging along the floor. So I think that is pretty good. I think we now have to figure out if it can even take off. Because I feel like we might have some issues there. Also, I did accidentally take out the distance sensor. So let's go ahead and shove that back into there and back down onto here. Alright, cool. Electricity, Bosch, there we go. Alright, nice. So yeah, we do have to try and actually take off with this thing now. However, it does need some brakes, so we should probably add some of those. Somewhere. Alright, brakes can be on like 3. There we go. Brakes are on 3. Bosch, Bosch, and Bosch. There we go. And steering should actually be done by this guy, but we're not going to do that. We could do it with brakes, to be honest. That could work. I'm not going to do it, though. Let's just see if we can just take off. Alright, so do this and this. I honestly don't think we're going to have enough engine power to do this, but we're going to try. So let's just go ahead and jump on. There we go. I do need the brakes to start on. That would be better. But let's go ahead and do this. And this. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I have no control surface control. So, I don't have pitch. I don't have ailerons. I don't have yaw. Alright, okay. I probably need all of that. Okay, so this time the brakes have started on because I've added a bit of logic to it. There we go. Go ahead and jump into this guy. I might have to do it so this closes quicker, but who cares? Right, start this up. Let's go! I also don't think we got enough power, but that's fine. So, turn the brakes off. Alright, there we go. And, yeah, we definitely do not have enough power. We definitely do not have enough power. We're not using enough of the engine. That's definitely a problem. So, have we used any of this? We are 3 to 1 and 3 to 1 now. There we go. I think that's probably going to be it, because we don't need many more cylinders than this. This is so many cylinders. I feel like it should just work. Alright, this is it. Maybe. So, let's go ahead and drive. Whoa, 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 whoa. Drive this way and see if it'll just go in the sky. Nope. Okay, we're getting in the plane on an actual runway this time. Let's go ahead and see if the runway will actually help us take off. So, we're going to throttle up to full. And, unfortunately, we don't have any steering. So, our yaw doesn't really do anything until we get to speed. Alright, okay. Alright, stop this. I need to add a steering to this wheel. Sure. So, all we need to do is delete this guy and this guy, get ourselves a pivot, and shove it straight onto there. But, honestly, we need this color first. So, shove that onto there like this. I could just delete and put them back in, because I haven't got many signals onto there, but that's fine. Connect these two together, and this is going to be connected to yaw. If it's the right way around. It might not be the right way around. Who cares? Right, there we go. Yaw, very nice. Electricity, we might as well give it to it. So let's go ahead and do this. There we go. And that's fine. It's all fine. I'm also going to go ahead and paint this in while I can. And something else. Yeah, we need to do something else. I can't remember what it is. Oh, it's to do with this thing. Hold on. This guy. Yeah. Alright, so this is going to be -1. There we go. So if we open it, it's 1. And if we close it, it's -1. So it goes the same speed. Alright, let's save this the way that it is. Hopefully the rear wheel turns nicely. I kind of doubt that it will, but we'll try. But yeah, let's see. So you're this way. Oh, it's always opposite. It's always opposite. Alright, here we go. So we are throttling up to full. Here we go. Beautiful. Right, so we can now steer, which is awesome. Alright, cool. We're going. What speed are we going? 26, 27. Oh, wow. We are going off course. Alright, we're having some issues, guys. But we can fix this. Don't worry. Alright, so I'm going to admit already that this thing is a pain in the butt to take off. I actually just took, like, ages trying to sort that out. And fortunately now I have actually somewhat fixed it, so it does fly. But it took forever, and also trying to get it off the ground nicely is also a pain in the butt. I am going to go ahead and grab myself a parachute, and I'm ready to go. But before we end, we are going to go ahead and try and shoot something with this, at least with the torpedoes. So let's go find something to maybe aim at and destroy. Let's close the canopy too. Alright, come on, let's go. Alright, so my patrol ship is actually down there. Let's go ahead and continue heading down. We need to be quite low to do this, I guess. I don't really know. I should put the GPS coordinates in. It's somewhere around here, so just go ahead and shove them into there. And... oh, I'm too high. I'm way too high. But let's do it anyway. Let's go ahead and drop it. There we go. It has been released. Torpedo's gone. It's underwater. It's sailing, and... oh, I missed. I think I dropped it way too close to the ship. That's the problem. So I guess that gives me an opportunity to show you guys how I ended up taking off with this thing. So let's do this and this. Oh, what the balls? Oh, what the... it was already on. It was already set to go. Right, hang on. Right, spawn it in now. Maybe it won't be now. I'm having so many issues. Also, it's supercharged now, just as a side note, but it doesn't really work the way that I sort of need it to, but it's fine. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves out onto the runway. We're going to set our GPS target there. Alright, let's go. Out to the runway, please. It looks a bit like an egg. I'm not entirely pleased with this thing, but it is what it is. Alright, here we go. Also, it's a bit unstable once you try and take off. It gets a bit wobbly. It gets very wobbly, actually. Alright, here we go. In the air we go. 3, 2, 1. It's a bit of a struggle, not gonna lie. Also, the roll really doesn't work for a long time, but then eventually it does, and then you're fine. Okay, right, so we are flying. Let's go ahead and set this to full throttle. Excellent. Yeah, you don't really have enough speed to begin with, and that's a definite issue. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn around. We'll drop our torpedo, and hopefully it will hit the target this time. So, go in low, go in fast, because, I don't know, flying slow with this thing doesn't seem like a very good idea. And off we go. Alright, so, low would be good. Lower, lower. I'm just dropping it. Alright, torpedo is gone. Alright, it flew quite nicely. It is quite low, though. Alright, it's quite low. Is it going to come up and hit the ship? Yes, it is. There we go. Alright, torpedo bomber works with the torpedo from Sebastian's. Very nice. But yes, this is a bit of a dog to fly. It's so hard to actually fly it properly. Which is very, very annoying. I mean, if you turn the gyro off, it's definitely a lot better. It is definitely a lot better, but it still, like, is a bit weird. I mean, to be fair, it is still Stormworks, so I can't expect too much from a plane. But, yeah, I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest. No idea. But there we go. We flew it. We took off. We landed. I just don't think it's very good. I just don't think it's very good. But anyway, that is actually where I'm going to leave this, I think. It's been a fun little mini-series, and I do think it looks quite nice. It just doesn't work very well. But yeah, for now, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Goodbye.